Hi everyone, welcome to Maria's Ideas Teaches Us to Paint. This is the tutorial for episode 19, which is called Imagination Island, and we have special guest as well for the episode, and he's a musician, so I do design each piece to reflect something that relates to our guest. And last year we focused on a lot of nonprofits and women in business in our area, in the Pittsburgh area, here at Johno's Art Studio and Maria's Ideas. We are in the south side slopes of Pittsburgh. You're welcome to stop by. You could check our websites for our hours. It's mariasideas.com. And then anyway, this year I'm focused on a lot of musicians and creative people that we just like to partner with people and just help inspire others. So today's painting, this is the image, which you may have seen similar versions of this out in the world, and so we created one with our own little touches here. So it's called Imagination Island, which looks like a guitar, or it could be maybe a ukulele or anything you wish. Now I'm just using a piece of foam core here just for demonstration purposes. Usually when we paint in the class or on the show, I use canvas panels or boards. They're rigid, they don't have a lot of bounce, so for camera purposes, so something, you know, like this, it's more rigid. But you can use any type of canvas, paper, any size. The proportions are typically with the 11 by 14, you have this rectangle shape, so that will help you if you want the same proportions to just kind of keep something along this line. It could be smaller, it could be bigger, but the proportions so that it's wider than higher. Okay, so what I'm doing is just using a color pencil. If you choose to, if you don't want to do this freehand and you choose to use the grid also, just keep it very light. I'm doing it a little darker here. I'm gonna adjust my lights. I'm doing this a little bit darker so that it shows up, but I'm using a pencil. But you can use a pencil, you can use chalk, you can use watercolor pencil, but just keep it very light. So you can see I found my center point, and then I divided the left side in half and the right side in half as well, and then I'll find a center point this way and connect. Usually it's easier if you put the one little dot on one side and then the other, and then look as you're drawing, just look at the spot where you're going to, and that helps guide you. And then I'll divide top and bottom again. Again, this doesn't have to be perfect. You can certainly measure if you choose, but it's not crucial. It's just something to give you a guide. So you can see here on mine where this lays in the on the image here, where the placement, and so the water level or the horizon line is about, on my board, which is 11 by 14, about a ½ an inch below the center line. So if I do that, I'll do that a little darker here. Adjust this light again. Okay, so you can see I'm just coming across. That is this line here in the center. Okay, so all of this would get erased, or just do it very lightly. Again, I'm doing this so you can see. And then I'd say about a half, maybe 3/4 of an inch above, I would do, let's see, we'll do a little point here, and the same distance from this center line, say about 3/4 of an inch here and here. And then let's see, on here, I'm on this one, I'm going to draw a line almost to the center. Okay, and then again, very light. I'm doing this darker so you can see it, almost to the center. So what this is the bottom of the trees here and here. Now I made it straight. You can adjust it as you paint. This is, again, just as a reference point. And then I'll come up just like a little arch, a larger one and a smaller one, just like that, like two little humps. And then you want to mirror that below. Okay, so this is what you have. Now these are going to be the reflection of trees, and this is trees, so it doesn't have to be a perfect shape. When you paint, you're going to be doing something like this, very irregular, so it looks more natural even under here. Okay, so that's the top and the bottom. If I fill this in right here, just to show you, just to give you an idea of what you just did. Okay, so this will be the top and the bottom, and then as we come over, so you'll make this line, this all of the detail gets done whenever we paint it. And then in this last row, we're going to just do a little long rectangle, just something like that. And then we could do our three little humps and then mirror that. And that's pretty much it as far as drawing it. You could see here. That's it. The rest of it just gets done whenever it's painted. So this is episode 19, Imagination Island, and check back and we will have that up and ready to go. So thank you for joining us. I'm Maria DeSimone Prascak from Pittsburgh PA, and this is Maria's Ideas Teaches Us to Paint. You can follow us on Facebook, Maria's Ideas Teaches Us to Paint, Maria's Ideas Art, and then of course here on YouTube, Maria's Ideas Art. So thank you. Ciao. Happy painting.